Good evening and welcome to the Tuesday night net of the Ozarks Amateur Radio Society. This net meets regularly on Tuesday night at 7 p.m. on this frequency of 146.97 with a PL tone of 162.2. My name is Wes and my call sign is AE0OC. While this is not an emergency net, if anyone at any time has emergency traffic, please call break. Does anyone have emergency traffic? Please call now. All right, hearing none, I'll move on to announcements of interest to amateur radio. I will be using NetLogger for check-ins on this net, and anyone who wishes can check in early by monitoring the OARS net there. The Ozarks Amateur Radio Society meets on the second Saturday of the month at the Happy House Restaurant in Monette, Missouri. The meeting is at 7 p.m., but everyone is welcome to come at 6 p.m. to eat and enjoy some good conversation. Individuals pay for their own meal, but you do not have to eat to attend. You also do not have to be a ham to attend. Everyone is welcome, including family members and those interested in amateur radio. The next meeting at the Happy House will be Saturday, January the 14th. More to follow. Plans are in the works for the first annual New Year's Eve net. This will be a multi-club event, hopping between different repeaters and net controls all evening until we welcome in 2023 at midnight. It will be a fun night for hams all around southwest Missouri. Multiple check-ins and rag chew are very much encouraged, and all the fun will be streamed live on the 5-9 Radio YouTube channel and the Smart Facebook page. And this net is now being streamed on 5-9 Radio YouTube channel, so if you want to see how you sound on the radio or miss part of the net, you can go to 59radio.com for details and a link to the channel. Are there any other announcements of interest to amateur radio? Please call now. All right, well, hearing none, I've got a few NetLogger check-ins. Let's go right to the top of the list of them with KE0MAD. Sean, how are you doing tonight?
Yeah, this is KE0MAD. I'm doing pretty good. I almost missed out. I just happened to look down. I was like, oh, 5 till, I need to get in there. So, we're here and checking in. So, anyway, not a whole lot going on. Thanks for doing the net, Wes. KE0MAD.
All right, Sean. I'm having a little bit of an audio problem tonight. Somehow or another, I've lost my audio feed to the live stream from the radio, so not sure what's going on there, but I turned up a speaker, so the live stream should be able to hear things now, too. And I kind of missed the very first part of what you were saying, but I think I caught the majority of it.
I was just saying I almost missed it, but I got in here just in the nick of time.
All right, very good. I'm glad you made it in tonight. We very much appreciate you checking in, 73 Sean, and we'll move on down to our next one on the list, KA0SPM. Steve, how are you doing tonight?
Wes, I'm doing good. I think I'm like Sean, I just about missed it. But glad I did, and I certainly had a good time. Had the Happy House the other night. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was a blast, to say the least. I really enjoyed the Chinese gift exchange. That was a lot of fun. I enjoyed watching everybody chasing each other around, taking presents. I wish they would have started doing it a little earlier, maybe, but once they got going, boy, I mean, they were definitely in the stealing mood.
Yeah, it was good. Well, thanks for running the net, and you have a great one. We'll catch you later. KA0SPM, back to you.
All right, Steve. Thanks for checking in tonight. We've got next on the list, we've got KE0MPI. Looks like Paul. How are you doing tonight, Paul? And what do you have for the net?
Thank you, Wes. This is Paul, KE0MPI. Just checking in on the net tonight. Could I get a signal report, please?
You are full quieting and sounding good.
All right, thank you. Yeah, I've missed this net the last couple of weeks, but I had it on my calendar to check in tonight, so that's about it. Just trying to stay dry after a nice wet day today, but the moisture is needed, no doubt about it. We could use it. So that's all I had. So KE0MPI clear.
Yeah, I know that I'm getting kind of tired of the overcast, dreary, and rainy days, but the lakes sure aren't tired of it. The lakes and the ponds are needing all the rain we can get to get them back up to their normal levels. All right, Paul, it was good to have you on tonight. Let's say 73 to you. And next on the list, we've got N0 MLP. Marvin, how are you doing today?
Good evening, Wes. Everybody else out there. Doing pretty good. Had a dentist appointment today, so hopefully I can be on the right track to get my teeth taken care of. But other than that, ain't had a whole lot going on. Come back from that and took a nap. So, yeah, I just hope everybody's doing good. And Wes, I appreciate you doing the net. And I guess we'll say 73 to everybody.
All right, Marvin. Good to hear you on tonight. And I texted you just a few minutes ago, but I wanted to let everybody know that next week, Marvin is going to be taking his very first turn at net control here on this net. So everybody make sure you check in and wish him well. And take it easy on him, guys. Kind of 2 or 3 at a time. Don't do like you guys did to Zach that one night and do 8 at a time. That might be a little much for a first timer. But hopefully we'll have a great net for him, and a bunch of guys will be here to check in. Let's see. Next on the list, we've got KE6GAE. David, how are you doing today?
Oh, we're doing pretty good, Wes. Am I getting into the repeater tonight?
Oh, yeah, you're coming in real good. Got a good, strong signal and loud audio.
Alright, Wes. Well, we're just, like I told Zach earlier, messing around with this 3D printing, trying to figure this stuff out. That's about it. So we'll pass it back to net control. Hopefully everybody has a good rest of the week. We'll catch you all later. 73 KE6GAE back to net control. Thanks for running the net, Wes.
All right, David. Appreciate you checking in tonight. And I'll be seeing you Saturday. I've got that microphone that Bob is sending to you, and I will meet you up there and exchange that with you. So it's good to have you on tonight. 73, and next on our list is W0ZAC. Zach, how are you doing? You made it home earlier than you have been for the last week or so.
Well, hello, Wes, and everyone on the net. Yeah, I made it a point to get out a little quicker today, and hopefully the rest of the year is the same way. I'd like to get out before 6 if I can. Got all the end of the year stuff kind of wrapped up at work. Downhill slide the last 2 weeks. I say that, it's busy, and we're still short-handed, but a lot of the critical things are out of the way, so I might have more time to play on the radio for the rest of the year. Not much else for the net. Thanks for running it tonight, Wes, and looking forward to hearing Marvin in there next week. We'll say 7-3 to all. Everybody have a good night. W0ZAC.
All right, thank you, Zach. And yes, it'll be nice to have a third net control. That'll kind of help things out a little bit around here, especially have somebody that we can call on when one of us is sick or something like that and not have to just double back. So be very good to have. I'm glad he's willing to do it. So I'm going to say 73 to you, and we're at the bottom of the list. This is AE0OC. Do I have any check-ins for the OARS net?
Kilo Echo Bravo or Zero Zulu X-Ray Lima. K5ANW Daryl Springdale.
November 5, Whiskey Tango Charlie, Clay and P Ridge.
All right. Clay, can you give me that call one more time? I got behind. I mistyped something there.
November 5, Whiskey Tango Charlie, N5, WTC.
Well, that should have been easy for me to remember. That was my initials there. We're going to move back up to the top of that list and go to KE0ZXL. Miles, how are you doing, and what do you have for the net tonight?
Kilo Echo Zero Zulu X-Ray Lima. We don't have anything for the net tonight. We're just sitting here watching Rogue Heroes on Epix. So we're just sitting back chilling. So hopefully everybody's having a decent evening other than this nasty weather. But rain beats snow or ice any time of the day. So y'all have a good evening, and we'll catch y'all next week.
All right, Miles, and yeah, at least it ain't snow. So appreciate you checking in tonight, though. And I'm going to say 73 to you, and move down to K5A&W. Daryl, I heard you earlier on Simplex, which is quite a little trip for you to make it up here, but you couldn't quite make me out.
I'll be honest with you, Wes, I was a tad bit disappointed because I couldn't get a copy on you. Sean was there. I'm sure you heard Sean, and he was proclaiming absolutely no issues whatsoever with him. And I enjoyed that conversation. I'll tell you about a little conversation. This is a little bit unusual. It's nothing I've heard of before. So I'm going to tell you about it. There was a lad, he's about 12 miles due south of Eureka Springs. He's a New Ham, KF5SBC, I think was it. He was talking to me on a Kenwood 7600 mobile and a 10-meter vertical antenna. And I was surprised totally when he told me that. I didn't have a very good copy on him, but I was able to talk to him a little bit, and it just blew my mind because he's using a 10-meter antenna on 2 meters.
Yeah, Daryl, I have never heard of that before either, so that's a new one on me. But yeah, Sean's got a lot taller antenna than I do, and he's a little closer to you too than I am. But I was kind of surprised that he's able to hear me at all, to be honest with you.
Yeah, Wes, the only thing I heard that I actually understood from you was net control. Aha, says I. I'll be here. So I can at least say hello to you, and I'll be able to hear you.
All right. Well, it was great to have you come on tonight, and I was able to listen to you and Sean talking, and I caught a good portion of that traffic. So, and you were coming in pretty decent. I mean, totally understandable at least. So, appreciate you. 73. Next up, we've got N5 WTC. Clayton, how are you tonight?
Everything's going just well down here. It's always a pleasure to join y'all on your net. I missed it a time or two the last couple of weeks, but a friend reminded me tonight, or I would have forgot about it again, dadgummit. And so I was able to get on here and say hello to everybody, and hope everybody's doing well. So this is station N5 WTC, 73 to all.
Well, Clay, we very much appreciate you checking in tonight. And I think that this is the first time that I've talked to you, at least. Maybe you've checked in with Zach before, but if it is your first time on the net, we very much appreciate it. We love to have newcomers on the net, and we're still trying to grow things out, and we're just more than pleased about how this net's going. So appreciate you much. 73. And that puts us back down at the bottom of the list. Do I have any further check-ins for the OARS net?
This is November 0 Oscar Charlie Whiskey N0 OCW Richard in Springfield.
Kilo 0 Sierra Quebec Sierra K0 SQS Harold Monette.
All right, got two more of you there. Got N0 OCW. Richard, how are you doing tonight? And what do you got from the net?
I don't have anything for the net. Just wanted to get in for the count. I'll turn it back over to net control and 0 OCW.
All right, Richard, we appreciate you being here. We're having a lot of fun with this net, that's for sure. So hope to hear you again next week. And 73 to you. And let's move to Harold, K0 SQS. How are you tonight, Harold?
K0 OC in the net, K0 SQS. Just fine. Just drove back in from Dallas today. We left down there about 10 o'clock after a pretty violent thunderstorm came through, and we found out later they had a little twister touchdown in Grapevine, which is just west of where our kids live. So anyway, it rained considerably and blew, and we waited until about 10:15 to hit the road. Anyway, doing fine. Sorry I missed Saturday night. Understand it was a great affair. Bob says he got some kind of a prize for me. I questioned whether it was some kind of a booby prize, but he didn't tell me that. So anyway, I'll wait to find out what it is. That's all I've got. Back to you. Thanks for running the net, West. K0OC, K0 SQS.
Well, Harold, if it's something that Bob got for you, I'd be careful when I opened it. But but yes, it was a really good time. We had a great time there at the Christmas party, and we did miss having you there, though. I do have to ask, though, did you get you a Whataburger while you were down in Texas? Because I'd say that it would be just about as easy to drive down there and get one as it would have been to go to the Republic and get one today.
You know, we've driven past lots of Whataburgers and never have stopped to get one. I was amazed to see the crowd up there at Springfield or Republic, wherever the new Whataburger is. Anyway, I'm sure the demand will, or the newness of it will drop off and they'll get back down to normal business. But it looked like they had a heck of a first day. K0 SQS.
All right. Thanks a lot, Harold. I'm going to say 73 to you, and we're down at the bottom of the list again. Do I have any more check-ins for the OARS net?
K0, give you.
All right. I think I got a KF0, but I didn't catch any of the last of that. Kind of slow down a little bit and give it to me again.
Zero, Bravo, Bravo, Oscar, KS0, BBO.
All right, looks like Josh out of Pierce City. How are you doing tonight?
Oh, I'm doing pretty good, Hope everybody's doing well tonight. Just thought I'd give you check in for the numbers. How's my signal, by the way? Signal report, please.
No, you're sounding good coming in. Like I said, I don't have my headphones on because I had some audio problems earlier, but from what I can tell, you're sounding really good and full quieting.
Right on. I'm on the other side of Sarcoxy Mobile right now, so I was just checking in to see how good it was coming in. But, all right, I'll turn it back to net control. I'll say 73 to you and everybody on the net. Y'all have a safe one. KS0, BBO, I'll be clear.
All right, Josh, thanks for checking in tonight. Very much appreciate it. 73 to you, and we're back at the bottom of the list. More check-ins for the OARS net. Please call now.
Kilo Echo 0, Oscar Mike Juliet, KE0, OMJ, Roger, and Ozark.
All right, Roger, how are you doing tonight? And what do you got for the net?
KE0MJ, oh, not much. We've got my granddaughter here, and she's having a ball. She's staying the night, so we're playing with her and watching some Christmas movies and all sorts of stuff. So, other than that, just thought I'd check in. I hope everybody's doing good.
All right, sounds like a good time. You enjoy that, and we very much appreciate you checking in. So 73 to you, and this is AE0OC. Do I have any further check-ins for the OARS net? Any further check-ins for the Tuesday night Ozarks Amateur Radio Society net? This is kind of a short night for this is all we get for now. We've been doing so good here lately. This would have been a good night back a few months ago, though, so I guess I can't complain. This is AE0OC. Any more check-ins?
K0 RWD, Kilo 0 Romeo, Whiskey Delta.
All right, Ron, how are you doing tonight? And what have you been up to?
We had a lot of rain out here this morning, and then I had to go into town and come back. When I come in, I got just a whole bunch of fog outside now, so I guess I can't hardly figure out how it needs to come together, and that would be really good deal.
Yeah, it has been a foggy, dreary, rainy, I don't know, at least a week now of it, I think. But I did kind of see that. I thought that the forecast showed maybe some sunshine tomorrow, so we'll have to see how that works out.
That probably, they don't know from day to day, so that's just kind of the way it works. But that's just about all I've got, so I'll just clear 7-3 stall, K0 RWD.
All right, Ron. It's good to have you on tonight. I'm going to say 73 to you. We're still at the bottom of the list, so any further check-ins for the OARS net? All right, last call for check-ins before we close the net down tonight. This is AE0OC. Any last check-ins? All right. I'm not hearing anybody, so we're going to call this a net. Had 15 check-ins total, including myself. Appreciate every single one of you very much, and I hope to hear every one of you on again next week. So until then, 73, and I return this repeater to normal traffic.
W0ZZ, K0VBO, you still on frequency?